In today's video, I survived 100 days in Minecraft as Herobrine. People like destruction in Minecraft, but I decided to take it even further. The goals of this video is to cause as much chaos as I can. We can do this by getting all our superpowers and armor, and by slaying the Ender Dragon without mercy. Am I able to defeat the Ender Dragon and take over Minecraft as Herobrine in 100 days? Watch the end to find out. Also, we are so close to 50,000 subscribers, so if you want to help me get to my goal, all you need to do is subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Also, click the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and let's get in. On day 1, I randomly got summoned by 2 Steves. I go down and use my lightning powers to go kill them. Also, every 25 days, I unlock a new power. So if you want to go see all the powers I unlock, watch till the end. But besides powers, I actually needed loot. Thankfully, the Steves did have some, so I grabbed all their tools and went to go break my first tree. After breaking a few though, I realized it was getting dark. Something else that's bad news is that mobs go and attack me. It's fine though, because I end up taking all of the zombies down, and once I kill all of them, I decide to go leave the area. Yeah, I think I need some shelter. Luckily, I did find a cave that I can go inside of, but there were also tons of mobs inside that I were not prepared for. I did have some resources though, so I went and made a hut for myself where I can craft and smelt all my iron. With the iron I got, I ended up crafting a shield so I can defend myself, and then I was just kind of sitting there waiting for the night to go. Just like that, it was morning, and I decided to go grab some coal before I leave. I also had to go fight tons of zombies that were in the way of me grabbing iron. I stayed in the cave just for a little bit longer to grab a few more pieces so I can be extra safe, but after that I left. But I still needed to get my health back up, so I went and grabbed some wood and started to kill some mobs. It was good that Herobrine loves killing mobs, so this was fun. I even ended up using my lightning bolt to kill them. As Herobrine, I want to make a massive haunted mansion, so I need to grab all this wood so I can plan for it in the future. I also finally crafted a furnace and started smelting all my iron. With the iron I had, I decided to go make iron tools, but I also noticed it was getting dark, so I went and crafted a bed and eventually went to sleep. When I woke up though, I realized that there was a village near me. As Herobrine, I like causing chaos, so I decided to go swim over to the village. I scared them by using my lightning. While they were scared, I decided to go strike and kill the first villager. After that, I used my lightning powers to set all of their buildings on fire. Some villagers turned into witches too, so I went and killed them right after. But I wanted this village to be destroyed, so I kept using my lightning. I kept killing all these witches until it was dark. All the villagers have already been killed. But then I noticed there's a greater enemy. I realized there's a Steve with diamond armor. As not the strongest Herobrine, I still thought I could take him. Unfortunately, I was wrong and I had to retreat. I would get my revenge someday, but for now I need to focus on myself. I crafted a boat and decided to go leave and find somewhere to live. As a new Herobrine, I need to find somewhere that I can call home. In our travels, I realized how many marine animals there are. I can't wait to kill them all. But besides that, I end up finding some land and keep traveling around. But after ages of searching, I found this mountain which looked really cool. I spent time climbing up the mountain, and once I got to the top, I knew this would be Herobrine's home. Although as Herobrine, I love causing chaos, I knew it was time to go change this place up, which from day 11 to 17 was my plan to work on the first layer of the mansion. Once I made the outside of the mansion, I decided to go work on the walls as well as the roof, but it also needed to have some decorations. But on day 18 or 21, I went down the mountain and jumped all the way into the water. I had to go down though, because I needed to grab some more wood as well as needing to grab sand. After a while, I eventually got it and noticed there's a village. I also realized I was close to my next power, so I prepared to fight the village after day 25. Also, on the way back, I realized there's a noob Steve, so I thought it'd be funny to go use my lightning bolt and climb up and knock him off. After getting everything I need, as well as being Herobrine and messing with Steve, I decided to go climb all the way back up my mountain and use all the sand to go make glass. Then I realized I finished the first layer of the mansion, and this is how it looked. Overall, I was pretty happy with how my mansion went. Since we finally finished building the first layer of the mansion, I jumped down into the water. That day, we needed to find a cave, but it was getting dark. Thankfully, we eventually found the cave. I went into the cave, and the first thing I grabbed was some coal and iron. There were many mobs in the cave as well, but I was able to take them down. I also grabbed some more iron and decided to go deeper into the cave, because when you go deeper, there's more to find, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I went to grab some new ore, as well as grabbing tons of emeralds, since there's so many in these caves. And after that, we found our first vein of diamonds. I decided to go break from the side and realized I went into a massive cave and hit the jackpot. There were diamonds everywhere. I go and break the first vein, which was a 7th vein, and use the obsidian to go make a path. We needed it so we could grab all the diamonds for our armor. After grabbing all of them, I go and make a diamond pickaxe as well as a helmet and a chest plate. Then shortly after, I grabbed some obsidian. After finding that jackpot of diamonds, I continued to explore the caves, but it wasn't easy. I had to go use my lightning bolt to take down this creeper, but we got some rewards because we went that way and got some lapis, emeralds, and eventually diamonds. Once I got everything I wanted, wanted, I decided to go leave the cave. You may be wondering though, what powers did I get on day 25? Well, I unlocked wall climbing. This meant I can climb up to my opponents and kill them. But what goes well with that? How about super powerful TNT? On day 29 to 31, I created an enhanced sword. But besides that, I wanted to test my new powers. I'd go down my mountain by using my wall climbing techniques and then eventually seeking that village. I knew today was the day I would destroy this village with my brand new powers. I swam over to the village and fought some of the mobs there while it was dark. After that, I went and placed all of the super powerful TNT and detonated the first piece. I ran over to the water so I could protect myself with my shield and heard it explode. The TNT caused so much destruction to the village, but I still had 3 more pieces to use. I go and detonate the other piece and run away, and it sets off 2 of them. I have 1 more piece that I detonate, and I go into the water to protect myself and watch the village explode into pieces. There's barely any village left. There's only one thing that remains, and that's Steve. I wanted to get my revenge, so I jump over to that Steve and take some of its health. I then use my wall climbing powers to go parkour away, and then take another hit by using them. Now I knew Steve was low and he's stuck in the water, so I go take a shot and kill him. Finally, Herobrine's got his revenge and taking down the village. I use my wall climbing to get out of here, and I run away from the village. After killing all of those villagers with no mercy and taking their home away, I was so happy. But I knew I could do more with more power, so on day 32, I craft an enchantment table and get efficiency on my diamond pickaxe, as well as sharpness on my sword. But I was still in the mood to kill, so on day 33, I went out and noticed this is Steve. I ended up griefing him by using my lightning bolt and then climbing up with my wall climb, as well as building up and knocking him off. But after messing around with Steve, I decided to mess around more by turning pigs into zombie pigmen. I also realized there's a forest near me, so I went and grabbed some of the spruce wood that was there. There was so much, this would be so good for our mansion. But then I decided to go make a forest fire. I thought it'd be fun to go mess around and to watch the destruction. On day 37 to 38, I decided to go make a nether portal. I wanted to go make a nice area for it first, so I used some spruce, and then realized I didn't have enough obsidian. I had a solution for this though, but it wasn't very smart. I was so close to dying here, but thankfully I was able to get out just in time. Damn, that was so risky. Do you guys think that was risky? Let me know by commenting. After being stupid, I decided to go bridge up the waterfall. Then I go to the main lava source and I grab my last piece of obsidian. It was a waste of a lava waterfall, but now we have a full nether portal and I light it with my lightning bolt. Now the hard part, since we've got our portal ready, we actually have to go to the nether. So from day 39 to 46, I go inside of the nether portal and prepare myself for the other side. The nether looks so different. Maybe it was changed since last time I was summoned. Anyway, I continue to look around and notice there's new mobs as well, but it didn't stop me from grabbing what I needed. I went and grabbed some of the quartz as well as grabbing some basalt for decoration blocks for our mansion. But there was other stuff as well, such as new biomes with all these prickly plants and more mobs. I continued to grab more quartz and kept looking around. I also noticed a Steve in the nether. Too bad he was weak and I grabbed all his loot. After taking 2 of them, I realized I was low and had barely any food. I spent the rest of the time trying to get back home safely. I was so close to dying, but the nether was just a small challenge. I want to go find a woodland mansion now, just so I can test my brand new powers on day 50. I knew it was going to be hard though, but I was ready for any challenge. I used my wall climbing to get down Herobrine's mountain and eventually jump into the water. After that, I grabbed some food since this was going to be a long adventure, and I eventually found the village with a woodland mansion trader. Thankfully, I used some of the sugarcane that I got to go trade for some emeralds, and I eventually had enough to go get a woodland mansion to explore a map. I still hated villagers, so after that, I went and killed them all and left to go find this woodland mansion. This took many days of traveling, over tons of new biomes I've never even seen. I knew it was going to take many biomes to go through. I even went through a snow biome and noticed some new animals that I had to kill, but I knew if I kept following the map, I would get there. And after ages of traveling, I found the woodland mansion. But now I can show you my new power. From day 50, I'm able to summon mobs like the dead, but that's not even close because I summon a phase 3 Herobrine minion on the mansion. I knew this would cause maximum chaos. I decided to go in and I already see all the destruction my Herobrine has done. I knew all the Vindicators were so intimidated by my powers. I even take the Vindicators down in one hit. My minion's doing so much damage. While that's happening, I go and grab some library books for my enchantment table and go and kill a zombie, and I realize there's a evoker here. I go and take them down and get a totem of undying. Now I'm even more powerful as I watch the mansion get destroyed. I decide to go leave as there's nothing left, and I go and see all the destruction we've done. There's also a village there that I go and take some diamonds from and end up slaying all the villagers. Look at this. It's so crazy seeing how powerful I am and how my Herobrine minions are taking over. But my mansion trip had to come to an end because from day 58 to 62 was my travels home. It was pretty boring, but when I was close to home, I grabbed some more spruce wood for my mansion. I knew I needed as much wood as I can get to make this mansion great. After climbing all the way up to my mountain, that was my job. I went up and placed some of the carpet that I got from the mansion and then made the second layer. with all the cobblestone I had, I used it to go make a roof. That was the only thing I had to do for the mansion, and once I finished that, I was done, and the mansion turned out amazing. The interior, the walls, everything was perfect. Do you guys like the mansion too? Let me know by commenting. Now, you may be wondering, what's my next power? How about controlling the earth? Yep, that's right. From day 75, I'm now able to control the earth. I started to test my new powers. I go and use them and launch myself into the water. My new powers were powerful, but I still wasn't powerful enough. If I wanted to go defeat the Ender Dragon, I had to go into caves and get better armor. So I made sure to do that. I go and grab some of the coal that's in the cave, and then I keep exploring into the deeper areas. But as Herobrine, this isn't a challenge. I go down and grab even more diamonds. I find an 8 vine and go and make diamond leggings. We only need a few more diamonds for boots, so just one piece of diamond will help. Once we grab that piece of diamond, I go further down in the caves and notice this massive water chunk. Since I was curious, I decided to go into the water cave and found diamonds. Thankfully, it's the only diamonds we needed. I decided to go place a door and grab all 4 pieces and notice the sharks fighting a whale. Since I like killing mobs, I go and take down the whale and the shark, and then I go and leave. Yeah, I know I'm building up, but it's fine, okay? Don't judge me. Because we got what we wanted, and that was diamonds. I go and craft my diamond boots, and then realize I have other diamonds in a chest to go make diamond enhanced armor. But I know it can get even stronger, so I craft myself an obsidian chestplate, and then grab the books that we got from the Woodland mansion to go build around the enchantment table. Once I placed all of them, I went and enchanted all of my armor, so I'm even stronger. Now I have all my powers with the strongest armor in the game. I knew I was unstoppable to everything. Man, we need to take down Herobrine. Okay, everyone, go, 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 go. Get in position right now. Day 82 to 84, I go and look at the village that I'm ready to destroy with all my powers. I go and use a boat to get over and wait till it's dark. It was time to strike. I launch myself over using my powers and go strike to Steve and take him down. I go lift a gravel up to launch myself over their barricade and go take more Steves down. Even some of them got me really low, but I was still able to take them down. Once I had the chance, I used my lightning to make sure I could grief their home. They didn't like that and they called reinforcements. There were so many Steves and I was low on health, but thankfully I was able to get into the water and use my lightning against them. They retreated and I was able to take more down in the water. Once I did that, I realized I killed all the Steves and grabbed all of their loot. I took down so many Steves. I took them all down and I won. Now all we need to do is slay the Ender Dragon. I have to go into the nether and find the fortress. So after searching for ages and even grabbing new nether ores and going through tons of new biomes, such as a mushroom biome and this red bones biome I've never seen before, I finally find the nether fortress. I run down to the fortress as fast as I can and I go and build up to the top. Once I finally got to the nether fortress, I fought tons of wither skeletons that were in my way. I just wanted to go fight the blazers, and after a while of fighting all of them skeletons, I found the blaze spawner. I just wanted to get in and out. Thankfully, with my sword, I was able to one-shot them and get blaze rods. With my enhanced sword, I was able to go rush through without a problem. I went from 1 blaze rod to 7 in minutes. This was so good. Once I got all of them, I decided to go leave and to slay the Ender Dragon, but first, I need to craft Eyes of Ender. Once I crafted all my Eyes of Ender, I went outside to go see where the stronghold was. Now all I need to do is follow this path and I'll be able to find the stronghold in days. It took ages of searching though. I even had to craft a brand new boat just so I can go leave the island. But after ages of traveling near a village, I finally found it. I decided to go break down next to the village and notice I'm already at the stronghold. But before we go to the portal room, I decided to go to the library to grab some books. That wasn't the only thing good about this library though. I opened a chest and realized it's a sharpness 4 book. I still wanted more though, so I spent ages finding another library. And it was worth it. It had a book with all these super powerful enchantments. Maybe I can use them in 200 days. But after, we find something much better. We find the portal room. I go and take all the silverfish and mine the spawner and place all the Eyes of Ender. Herobrine was ready to fight the Ender Dragon and take its throne back from being known as the most powerful mob. I go and use my lightning powers to go take all of the ink crystals out. This was really easy to do and they were out within minutes. Right after that, I go take some of my food and then get prepared to charge the dragon. I had to get her health down as fast as I can, so I made sure to get maximum damage. This was even hard for Herobrine because suddenly I get launched up into the air with no hope, but then the totem of undying saves me from death. Herobrine was angry now. I had to take this Ender Dragon down. I wanted my honor back. I go and take more hits onto the dragon with my sword, but it's not enough. I even go use my earth powers to go throw rocks at the dragon, but it's not enough. I had to wait for the dragon to come down. While I waited, I spent my time fighting Endermen. Maybe the Ender Pills could be helpful to me. I could even get an edge onto the Ender Dragon using their own powers. I ended up taking all the Endermen down and using the Ender Pills to get closer and getting my final hit onto the Ender Dragon and slaying it. We've done it. We've freed the end. But as Herobrine, we've done so much more. I'm so happy with the progress we've made in 100 days. This was one crazy video. But remember, make sure to subscribe and like for 200 days.